Good morning, everybody. Brandon Tucker here, president of the Tucker Group Real Estate Firm right here in Okeechobee, Florida. I'm joined by Jerry Lynn Hill, one of our longtime agents here at the firm. And we just wanted to sit down once again with you today on this Wednesday, April 15th, 2020, and talk a little bit about what we're seeing in the marketplace. And week to week, we're going to talk about different things. Last week, we talked about some of our homes on big acreage and some of our custom homes being built on larger acreage. Today, we're going to focus more on our single family residential product. Next week, we'll have another agent in here talking about some other types of properties as well. And then in the coming weeks, I'm actually going to be bringing clients in, people that are in the cow-calf industry, people that are in the dairy industry, people that are in other agriculture industries that we represent, bankers, lawyers, people that we do business with, and get their perspective and insight on what they're seeing in the market. So I promise you it will not just be us all the time. We'll be bringing in some new flavor every week, so you'll be able to enjoy hearing those comments and the expertise from those people as well. One of the things that we're doing that Jerry and I were talking about here earlier, one of the things that we're doing now in our local advertising is this first page that we have done for the very first time, talking about how we can sell your house in 3 ways. And one of those is a conventional listing, Jerry, which we always do, of course. And then the second one is accelerated marketing, and that's a fancy way of doing a public auction, which is something that I did for many, many years, did several hundred auction campaigns throughout Florida. You guys can probably tell because I talk really fast that I was an auctioneer at one point. Anyhow, that's another thing that we provide here at the firm. We're totally set up, ready to go to do that. We have done those in the past. And then the most interesting thing is in this ad, it says that we will buy your house. And so, yes, if meeting certain terms and conditions, I won't get into those here because that is proprietary information of the firm that we only discuss with clients in the office. But we will buy your home if those conditions are met. And there's more to it than that, actually, that's pretty exciting. So you ought to come in and ask some questions about that if you're interested. So, Jerry, good morning. Good to see you. And you have been with the firm for how long now?
Going on 7 years.
Wow, 7 years. Time flies. And you've been in the business now for how long?
19.
For 19 years. So Jerry's been in the business 19 years. She's very experienced. Jerry is an incredibly hard worker. She's very focused. She loves her clients. She really loves the properties that she represents. And she sincerely just does a tremendous job. And she's a great asset to the firm. And it's really just awesome to have you here this morning, Jerry.
Good, thank you.
Yeah, to talk about, what's going on, what we're seeing. So in the past week, just tell me a little bit about the flavor of the last week of what you've seen in market activity.
Well, I think people are feeling a little more confident.
Mm-hmm.
Because we're getting some calls where it just had kind of died for about 2 weeks.
Yeah.
But I think their confidence is coming back.
Yeah. So I heard that we had a couple of properties, or one property I know that we had multiple offers on, I'd heard, here in the last week.
Yeah.
Okay. And then you've had a couple properties go under contract in the last week.
Yeah.
And so, would you say that in the last week it kind of felt like a typical April week?
Yeah, sort of.
Okay. That's a good, honest answer, yeah.
I mean, everything's still
Everything's
shut
so
down,
weird, yeah.
Yeah, it is weird.
Yeah, so.
But I think people are starting to feel a little more confident, not afraid.
Yeah, yeah. Well, that's good.
Hopefully the economy will, people are still,
yeah.
Banks are still lending.
Well, and I think the other thing too is that, when you talk to someone in Miami-Dade County or Broward County or even Palm Beach County, it's a totally different flavor.
Yeah.
Then we've only had 5 confirmed cases in this county, and we haven't had any deaths. And so, and I think that's going to be throughout the country. There's going to be a very different reaction from New York City to Topeka, Kansas.
Right.
So, everything's localized, and I think to this point we've certainly been very blessed with the activity that we've had here and the things we have going on. But Jerry, tell me, I know you listed recently in the past week a 12-acre parcel with a home. Can you tell me a little bit about that property?
It's in Bassinger. Beautiful property, high and dry, end of a dirt road. CBS, 1,500 square feet, 2 barns, a horse barn, and then an equipment barn. Just real private, real nice.
Now this is in Bassinger, right?
Yes.
Okay, so
off 700A, they're asking $365.
Okay.
Which is under appraisal.
All right, so under appraised value,
Yep.
$365,000, 12 and a half acres with the home, with the barns. Bassinger is a very desirable area. If you're not familiar with Okeechobee, it's up US 98 as you come out of town, and then County Road 700A goes north of 98, fairly close to the Kissimmee River. But just it is a beautiful part of our county, and so that's always been a very desirable area. So $365 for that much land with a home with barns sounds like a really good value. So it'd be interesting to see how long that property makes it on the market before it goes under contract.
Yeah.
Now, you had another property you were telling me about this morning. That you had recently listed, a home here that was on some smaller acreage, I believe?
Yes, About 3 miles from town, Pine Ridge Park, 3 acres. CBS house built in, I think it was built in '08, I'm not sure, but
Okay.
RV barn, just a beautiful piece of property, real close to town.
Now, how big a piece of property is it?
3 acres.
Okay, so 3 acres with an RV barn,
Yes.
and then you've got a single family home, CBS.
Yes, CBS
Okay,
home, about
okay.
1,600 square feet.
Okay, 3-2 split
3-2,
plan.
yep.
Okay. All right.
3-2.
All right.
Up
And the
there.
RV barn is a real popular thing out here because we have people that'll come out here maybe from the coast and have like a Prevost or a fifth wheel RV, and they'll be out here for seasonal times, and they'll have that and have their home. And so that's always a really great feature to have. So one of the things I want to talk about with you guys that are watching, and I want to first of all thank everybody. Our video that we did last week was our first video that we did in this weekly series that we're going to be doing ongoing, and we had up to date about 300 views on that video, which we didn't even put it out through all the channels that we were going to put it out on, but we thought that was a pretty good response. And I appreciate all the feedback. And one of the things I want to ask you guys to do is start sending me questions. We want to hear questions that the public has. We want to know what you guys are thinking, what questions you may have, because we want to be able to answer those to you in our upcoming segments and be able to give you the input that you're really wanting. So you can always check us out at www.tucker-group.com. You can call us here at the office, 863-763-4010. You can even go to my Twitter page at Brandon D. Tucker. That's D as in David, Brandon D. Tucker, and the number 2. We're also on Instagram. We're on most all the social media sites and all those things. So check us out, but we really want your feedback. We want to hear what you're thinking. We want to hear what your questions are so that we can be more beneficial to you when we bring these segments to you every week. So Jerry, any parting words for everybody today?
Yeah, and the interest rates are still low.
Interest rates are low.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
It's a
And,
good time to
people
buy.
that have good credit scores, I guess even people that still have subprime credit scores, there's still product out there. It's just at a higher interest rate.
Right.
And of course, we want to thank our lending partners. I mean, Seacoast National Bank, Interstate Bank, Farm Credit. You know, a lot of those banks here that we work with locally on different products, they've been outstanding working with the community, getting these loans processed and getting deals closed. And so we appreciate them as well. So, hey, great seeing everybody here this morning. And we want to just wish you a great week and God bless.